Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brian Bernagatti. And welcome back, folks, one and all, to Township. Okay, they should be ready. Yeah, I don't think we can. Nope. Just let them finish already. I'm not gonna do that. Come on, man. I'd rather them just do their thing. I don't want to click to finish. Fine, I'll finish it. Did that make you happy, you son of a bitch? Alright, so yeah, you get experience as you go along, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, crap is ready. Let's harvest it. I mean, a crop, not crap. I got it. I'm not stupid. Oh my god. So, great. We will make... Okay. Go to build menu. Factories. Okay. Sure. There we go. The bakery is ready. Nice. You'll notice that as you go along, even for the upgrade, sometimes it'll take a lot longer. So, yeah. Welcome to Brian Yes Dog Town. Okay. Yeah. And so, and also, when you can actually buy more of these, which I'm not going to, no. Which is better to do with credit anyway. You can actually get where it makes it more faster so that things can get done. You have a maximum, though I think of 5 of them you can do. You can also upgrade the storage on this, but you have a maximum as well on that. No, I'm not doing that. That's horseshit. God fucking damn it, you son of a bitch. Why you gotta make me lose up gold cash, you fart knocker? So, anyway, Roger. Roger, this is Becky, the helicopter pilot. Over and out. Oh, brother. Roger that, mission. Turning around and taking down the enemy. Oh. We deliver orders by helicopter. Let's see what we have. Tap on the helicopter. I'm glad that the helicopter's down. All I have to do now is hold on in the way. Well, what? It's thing. And another thing, use the helicopter to fill orders, earning coins and experience in the process. Another thing you want to avoid when the time comes is when they start, because you're going to be making orders with these ingredients. It's going to be hard to keep up with. So what you want to do is you want to, by the way, you have a, come up with a little name. Okay. Ryan, yes, dog, cat, no. I'm not gonna do that. Well, you're certainly off to a great start. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. So yeah, it's gonna make it really hard to keep up with. So you're gonna want to try not to upgrade to more stuff until you got more storage and able to collect more, because otherwise, So what's this then? Yeah, I don't care about that. So like this right here has to upgrade. We don't have enough to do it with. We need 1 hammer, 1 nail, and 1 paint bucket. Now, the craziest thing is that in the mine, there will be a mine shaft coming up. I know this is going to spoil them and things. You can find things, but not always. Just like with the train. You can get more stuff with the train eventually. But there are just things you shouldn't do. Like this. I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not fuzzed about races and stuff. So right now, we also have to do Yeah, there's no... We have to put a feed mill right next to here. What the feed mill does is it gives the stuff for stuff, and you have to have a storage for that and all that kind of junk. It's pretty crazy because you gotta, in order to keep up with everything, you gotta be able to do all this, feed your cows. It's nuts. So yeah, we could add more, but I see no point in doing it right now. That's another thing you don't want to do is increase the more cows because it's not quite easy to keep up with afterwards until you get more space and you know. So yeah, you're gonna be taking time away from the game unless you can find stuff to do or unless you have credit. I wouldn't bother trying to do this fast enough unless you have credit. So what you want to do is you want to tap on this. So we're going to go ahead and start putting some of this down. And we want to put some of that down. And there's a reason for that. Farming. Yeah, not enough population. So we got to have more population. This is one of those games you got to have to put houses and stuff. But we can't do anything yet till another level. So, right now... go ahead and buy the mat. Just about that much for now. They don't want to buy too much because we still have to have gold. Even though that we can get more gold here, but there's also another way to get gold. It's crazy, but you're just going to have to mellow out. And what the hell. Doesn't take long for that to grow, but it can take a little bit for corn to grow. And each new crop you get will take longer. And yeah, and sometimes it's easier to sell them off to get profit. Like I find that most of the time, especially when you're running out of space, you want to sell off enough of it, but when you want to keep, like, you want to try and do it half and half. Even if you have to wind up with 15 of your wheats and corns, and we're sell off the rest of it, because you're going to need the gold. Otherwise, you're going to be like, well, how the hell do I do that and do this? There are special things you can do to earn to make, or things get a little bit less on time, but they still take bloody ages to do. So in the meantime, time, you might want to find yourself something else to do. And luckily, because, you know, there are things you don't have to worry about. Ugh, jeez. Yeah, I would build that there for now because eventually, you know, I'm not using the daggum thing. It's only going to take like 55 seconds anyway. You know, because the more you do this, the more is that you can actually earn cash, but it's not very often it happens, if you do at all. The biggest thing that so far that you can win just cash, which is a huge difference between coins and cash, which I wish it wasn't like that, but it is. Anyway, is this mini game that pops up from this guy that's just talking to us. Nobody likes to waiting, so let's finish construction. I like waiting. I don't mind waiting. So screw that. I mean, because here's the thing. Maybe nobody likes to wait, but you're going to have to wait. It's like, okay, usually it takes about, depending on what's involved and what's everything's, like, it can take a week depending on how big a building is, the bigger it is. And even in construction on a house, like when you're renovating a house, it can take a while. It depends on what your budget is and how much you got to do each week. You know, I mean, little small things don't take very long. So that ain't nothing, you know. So, sure, let's put a like on that. Yeah, sure, let's do that. Submit it. I do like this game, but I will say that eventually you're gonna be like, well, you know. I told my grandkids about you, and now they want to buy a house in our town. Let's build a small home for them. Sure. Oh, I can build it up there. I don't want to. You can put it anywhere you want to, but I would recommend putting it more in a residential area because it makes more sense to do it that way. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a little bit of this, and we're going to get a little bit of that, because carrots are going to take a while, so, yeah. Decorations, as far as decorations are concerned, don't put anything down unless you got plenty of, if it's got anything to do with gold, don't put it down, not unless you have plenty of gold. Right now we don't have plenty of gold to suit a factory with. So what we're going to do is we're going to put down some more of that. Yes, it does. What the hell? We need peas. Okay. Yeah, sometimes when those come up, you click them on running up, it'll give you a little bit of XP, which is good. So that's the thing. Cottage. I don't want to put that any more than I have to, so. Alright. I'm going to put that close to the street, though. Eventually, you're going to be winding up doing that anyway. So, there is a thing like that. Okay. And there's no time on these orders, so don't worry about that. So, if you ever wonder, I'm so worried, don't. Just don't. See, right now we can add another corn on there, which is good, because we're going to need more corn right now. And eventually you're going to want to upgrade your storage. So let's go ahead and get Dairy Factory. I like to put it up here where the business central thing is. You can do it however you want. There's no wrong way to put it in here, except that right now there is a wrong way because you have limited space until you expand and stuff like that. So that's a thing that's going to be something you're going to have to start getting some permits and stuff like that. This you can't do until level 17. That gets you more orders, but I wouldn't even bother unlocking it until you have plenty of storage and stuff like that. I can say that now because I have experience with this game. So, I mean, plenty of space. House of Luck. I wouldn't get the House of Luck at all. House of Luck sucks. So, we can put down another one. I wouldn't put this anywhere where you can't see it. Because literally right now, we're in the process of getting close to where we can't see it. Anytime you put these fields, because these are things that's going to be harder than hell to find. And be like, wait a minute, didn't I put down like this or that? Yeah, you did. So, and yeah, you can only do it so many times on these expansions, so I'd be really careful if I was you. Mine is not until level 21, and if I remember correctly, this doesn't happen until, 24. And the trains don't happen until level 5. So we're almost there. Give or take. Yeah, we can't do any more fielding, I don't think. Yeah, no, no, it's alright. I know what we can and cannot do. Now, the community buildings are something like school, stuff like that, you can't do anything about. So, in any case, you're going to be, like, getting away from all this, and I'm not kidding, for a while. Yeah, time stream means you've already got what it takes to do this with. You're going to want to put at least... yeah, as many as you have. So at least with 2 of them, you already have 1 cow factory that's got cows in it. Already done. And most of the time, I find that you're going to be like lowering how much you actually are building. And I know it's going to be crazy, but that's because the more you have to do, the more it's going to... otherwise, you're going to be like, God, how am I going to get all this done in time? Well, that's just the thing. You know? And you will find that even sometimes even as even if they're like at the lower gold point, it's gonna be like, okay, the ones that have the bigger ones, sometimes they'll be harder to get to because of the ingredients. But if you can do them easily enough, it's better to just go ahead and get them instead of taking care of the ones that absolutely have, like, because they can take a while to get to. So, and half the time it's also better just to go ahead and just get it out of the way, because you're going to need the bigger ones more than you need the small ones. I know that they say that every bit of it helps. Believe me, the smaller ones are not going to help you, not in the long run. Because there's a whole bunch you're going to be getting, and you're going to be like, maybe I shouldn't, And yeah, we're going to be selling off ingredients like crazy. So that is a thing. I'm not worried about decoration at this point because we are literally not where we have room. So I'm going to go ahead and not bother to expand until we have more. There's going to be a point that you're going to be needing permits. Permits, yeah, I'm not sure how they come about. Trains, certain ones are at certain levels. And then there's this. I'm not going to bother with it at all. I'm not going to bother with this because... it's hard to keep up with. Because you have to go back and forth, and because of the amount of ingredients you actually have to have, and then you have to ask, and then it's crazy. Because it may take forever before someone even does anything, and then I think there's sometimes it's more timed in there, more than it is just doing orders up here. Up here is unlimited. Now this thing right here is not unlimited on time. You actually have to fulfill the order or you're just screwed. And you get a lot of money for it once you get it done, but you trust me, you don't want to unlock it until you have enough ingredients and whatnot to do it. Because half the dang time, you're going to want to rely on yourself. Because half the time, even if you have friends, it's going to be like, yeah, no. So, yeah, I'll be right back. I'll be in another... I'll see y'all in the next episode. Until then, later. Because I actually don't want to show off my password or anything. So, I don't mind my email. It ain't no big deal. Anyway, I'll see y'all later.